What's up, you guys? Charlie here from MAPeformance, and in today's video we're going to be talking about exhausts for the Ford Ecoboost Mustang. The Ecoboost has been out for quite a few years now. Warranties on these cars are running out and people are really starting to modify these cars. We've even seen people like Chelsea and Vaughn running them in the FD circuits. For a street car, where better to start than with the exhaust? So stay tuned to find the perfect exhaust with the right tone and the right amount of volume and the right amount of performance for your ride. Be sure to give us a big thumbs up on this video and subscribe for future content just like this. Let's get right into it. Now, the first one on our list is the MBRP 3-inch race version dual split rear catback exhaust. Now, this exhaust is coming in at a cost of $659.99. This one obviously is finished in black. They do also have other options, which we'll get to. Now, this is a 3-inch exhaust with 4.5-inch tips. Now, this exhaust looks phenomenal, and honestly, a lot of people say that this makes the 4-cylinder itself sound like it has a little bit more of a growl to it, if you will, a little bit more of a roar. It gives you the nice tone that you're going for, along with, again, the look that you're going for being powder coated in black. It is an awesome finish option that's available for this platform, and you really just don't see a whole lot of powder coated exhausts coming through the market these days. So for me, that's a super interesting differentiator. It'll definitely help you stand out. Plus, you get the really cool MBRP stamped logo on the tips, which looks great, especially if you really love that brand. It's good to show it off. For me, it checks off the majority of the boxes I'm looking for when it comes to an exhaust. Let's go ahead and check out how this sounds. So as I mentioned, the second one on the list is the MBRP 3-inch T409 dual split cut race version in the stainless steel finish, coming in at the cost of $684.99. Again, this is the raw stainless version. It's still a 3-inch to a 4.5-inch tip. And again, gives you that exact same exhaust note that you're looking for. It really wakes up that 4-cylinder engine while just coming in a more classically renowned and accepted finish. I would just go with the polished version of this as opposed to the powder coated. Again, great price, great sound, great performance, just a little bit of a different look, and these are both incredibly popular. They're both maybe the top selling exhaust that we have for this platform on our site, so that's why we treat them as such. And let's just jump in and hear how it sounds. Again, it's going to sound exactly like the last one, but we'll pull it up. All right, you guys, next up on the list, number 3 is our very own MAPeformance Catback exhaust. Now, our exhaust is on the other end of the spectrum, coming in at $1,207. Ours is only available in the stainless 304 finish, and it's a 2.5-inch exhaust. Now, this was released around the time we were really diving into this platform. We actually have a full line of performance Ecoboost Mustang parts and accessories, so if you haven't already, be sure to head over to our website and check that stuff out. Now, the mid-pipe starts off as 3 inches, then splits to a dual Y-pipe configuration. After the Y, you have the option to run the dual resonators or a straight pipe setup depending on your preferences. Perfect balance. Now, out back, you're gonna have the twin vibrant mufflers with the 3.5-inch slash cut tips for, you know, the ultimate sex appeal. to mention, all the piping is made with mandrel bent 3-inch and 2.5-inch 304 stainless steel. It's available with or without the resonators, as I mentioned before, and not to mention it's expertly TIG welded for maximum toughness by our guys here in-house, so you know it's USA made. Like with most exhausts, the biggest thing that you're going to be considered about is how it sounds, and obviously the free-flowing potential that it has for the performance upgrades you also plan to do to your Ecoboost Mustang, of course. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and jump into hearing how this thing sounds before we move on to the next one, which is a slightly different style of material, if that's a hint. But let's hear how it sounds. Next up on the list, possibly one of my favorite ones, is the Tomei Expreme Titanium Catback exhaust. Now this one's coming in at a cost of $981. It is obviously made of titanium. Finish options, it's titanium, yo. So it's titanium, it's not finished in anything. But it is a 3-inch exhaust all the way through to a 3.5-inch tip. Obviously made of the high quality production you come to expect from a brand as reputable as Tomei without any sort of compromise. Now, only the best titanium grade materials are used in the construction of these exhausts. Not to mention this exhaust sounds great. It has that loudness that you're going to be looking for while also retaining any of the quality sounds you would expect from the exhaust itself. No rasp, drone, just an amazing sounding titanium catback exhaust that has all the glory that you'd expect to see when it comes to a titanium exhaust. Not to mention, obviously, this one looks incredibly different than the other exhausts on the list, being that it is a single exit exhaust. Very different. You don't see a whole lot of single exits for this platform. Also, being that it's one of a kind in my opinion, really, I mean, it's the only real single exit exhaust that you see in popular demand, you're saving about 75% of the weight. And that's one of the major benefits that comes with using a titanium grade product, is that it is just so much lighter than stainless steel that if you're building a track car or something that's designed for performance where the weight of the car means a lot, saving 75% of the weight you have on your exhaust as of right now makes a whole lot of sense to me, and it makes a lot of sense to a lot of people. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some of those clips up here so you guys can see how this thing finally sounds. I don't know, what do you think? Is it too loud? Let us know in the comments below. Let's jump in.
Me too. Like that. Go ahead, take off.
All right, you guys, now the final exhaust on this list is the Magnaflow Catback stainless steel exhaust. It's 2.5-inch to a 4.5-inch tip, and obviously made of stainless steel. This one's coming in at a price of $1279. Again, made of that stainless steel material that we've come to expect for most exhausts. Now this exhaust does deliver a smooth, deep tone, again, made of that 100% stainless steel material. It is fully polished so that it sounds and looks just as good as you'd expect. Just like any Magnaflow product, they throw this on the dyno to ensure it'll support all of your power needs. It's mandrel bent. It's got 4.5-inch diameter tips. I mean, come on, what more could you guys be asking for? I literally don't think there's anything else that I would necessarily be interested in when it comes to an exhaust. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and jump in and hear how this one sounds. right, you guys, that's where we're gonna end today's video. If you think that we missed an exhaust, go ahead and let us know down below. Also, I wanna hear if you had a favorite one or the one that's on your car. Let us know down below. Let us know if we should check out your car on Instagram. Maybe you'll get a shout out from us. We love to support people who are supporting us, so go ahead and leave those comments down below, would you? Also, be sure to subscribe for future videos just like this. We've got a few more Ecoboost Mustang videos coming out, so be sure to stay tuned for those. Turn on those bells so you don't miss when we drop them, but otherwise, that's where we're gonna end today's video, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.